And now, for your listening pleasure, reaching for the bars.
Clink.
Clink. Hello. Welcome back to Reaching for the Bars. We're on, what episode is this? 6?
This is episode 6.
Episode 6.
Yeah.
We're here in a brand new place, Mabrys' house.
Oh, yeah. Name pending.
Pending. We're going to come up with a good name. Give us some suggestions and comments.
Yeah, comment.
Right?
Comment below.
Still don't have that function. Oh, we might. Though.
Wait, Andrew might be able to do it now. Wait, if Andrew can do it, Andrew, wait, comment below.
Can you do that?
Sure, we figure it out.
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
Anyway, get back on subject. We're going to have a good episode for you here about trash talking, all-time greats, all that kind of good stuff. But before we get into any of that, I'm going to hand it over to my buddy over here, Dusty, to give us our...
All right, so our first sponsor, well, I guess this is our third sponsor now. Third sponsorship is it's going to be from CrossFit Invigorate. CrossFit Invigorate, we got the shirts. Caleb, just a Dunder Mifflin shirt. CrossFit Invigorate in Huntsville, Alabama. For CrossFit, for any of you that have not done CrossFit, it's great for athletes. It's great for people who just want to get in shape. It's suited for anybody. Anybody can do it. Former athletes, non-athletes, anybody can come and do it. I've coached people from 70-year-old grandmas to 16-year-old athletes in college or in football. So if you guys are in the area, you're looking at CrossFit Invigorate, Never Weaken, and you can reach them at cfinvigorate.com.
Yeah, great gym.
Awesome gym.
We all go there. We love it. Big supporters. Big shout out to everybody at the gym that helped us move into our house.
Not us, just Mabry.
Yeah, not us. Just me and my family. Big shout out. That's like you said, big community there. I reached out to everybody, and I think everybody who I reached out to came and helped me out. So
that's exactly right.
It's more than just a gym. It's a family. Oh, that should be like, oh man, we should get shirts.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's it. More than just a gym. It's a family.
Oh yeah,
man,
that
sounds like
That
sounds like something to go on the back of a t-shirt there.
What do you guys think of my glasses?
Yeah, I've already said that I don't love them, and I think we could possibly lose followers because you look like a nerd.
They are Nike.
Are they?
Yeah.
Pop it to the side real quick.
Hold on.
You can just turn your
Pop
head.
it to the side.
Did you have to double check? Make sure
could.
they're Nike?
I just wanted to see where they were.
Okay. They are Nike. All right, that does add a little bit. I have Oakleys. I swear those things are freaking
You wear glasses?
indestructible. Yeah.
Mabrys got like the most expensive stuff.
Andrew,
It's
do you wear
like
glasses? No.
Contacts?
So Andrew and I are the only two that have young vision.
Do you have 20/20 vision?
Absolutely.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
impressive.
Absolutely.
Do you have
Child,
20/20?
My dad still doesn't wear glasses.
How many fingers am I holding up,
Yeah,
Andrew?
you should probably get your eyes checked.
You're wrong. That was 4.
Let me say this. This is weird. I wear glasses to like watch TV and drive at night.
Yeah.
Because my doctor won't prescribe me, or he doesn't recommend prescribing me contact lens because it's not that bad. I think I'm like 20/70.
You should
It's
just
not
get
that bad.
That doesn't sound good. If 20/20 is perfect.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know
he's
how-
like, when you drive, like, he's like, you should wear them.
You should just get a prescription windshield. Don't even worry about it.
That's actually a
That
pretty
sounds
good idea.
expensive.
It's
Now
not.
that sounds expensive.
That's not expensive.
Not expensive
A
at all.
prescription windshield. Has that been
Listen.
invented yet?
I'm sure I'm sure someone has to have it.
So what happens if you have
Somewhere.
like how blind are you? Are you pretty blind?
Oh, yeah.
See, like what happens if I'm riding in the car with you and I'm like, God, I can't even see out of this windshield.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you get a headache real bad. You'd be like, every time I ride with Dusty, I puke violently and pass out.
We're taking car sickness to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I guess that would suck. If you had the same vision, it'd be great.
No, but I think I mean, the glasses aren't bad. I mean, they're actually pretty stylish. It just
Glasses?
cuts your edge a little bit. Makes you look a little bit more intelligent, a little nerdier.
You think he looks stylish?
And
I think those
intelligent.
are. I like those glasses.
Yeah, that's
like if
right.
I were to wear glasses, those would be some of the.
Those would be
top
the glasses you would wear?
Yeah, they're
I
good.
like those.
They're
They're
good
Nike.
glasses. They're
They
good
look
glasses.
like they're made out of something that's comfortable. I can't tell, but they
Your
look.
dad has good glasses.
My dad is
OGM.
OGM.
Shout out OGM.
Original Mabry.
My dad is like, he gets fancy. Like, my dad loves the stuff. Like, if he can get like a hat that's fancy, he'll wear vests. and like he's all
What's
about.
He's a man of style.
He
He's a
call
man
it
of
metro.
taste.
He's very metrosexual.
What's a fancy hat?
What'd you just say?
You call it metrosexual.
You just
That's
called
a
your dad
thing.
metrosexual?
Yeah, that's a thing.
It's
Google
like you
it.
dress
That's not-
fancy.
Hey, fact
Is it?
checker, you can go. Yeah, it's basically
Wait.
you have good taste.
Can
like,
you describe what your dad would think a fancy hat is?
So you know one of those like Irish golf hats, you know the ones, and then or how about you don't know what I'm talking about?
An Irish golf hat, like a normal golf hat?
Oh no, not like a baseball, like not like
Not
the
a
cap
baseball
that we
hat, but
use.
yeah.
That's a good use of the metrosexual term, Mabry.
Yeah. I mean it describes him to a T.
I mean,
Speaking of trash talk, if that's the subject, I grew up, my dad trash talking me a lot.
To be a long snapper.
Well, it continued into my adult.
He's like, you won't let me down totally if you're not a long snapper in the NFL, but
My dad's he's pretty good with the old trash talk.
OGM.
Yeah,
We need to get
OGM.
OGM on this,
OGM.
on this
We're not getting
podcast.
OGM.
I know he's listening, so we need you in
He's
here,
not
man.
listening.
He used to do
He's
a
listening.
he used to do
He's
a t-
actually on a motorcycle trip right now.
he used to do a TV
Well, he wants
show.
to FaceTime your son for his birthday. Happy birthday, Odin.
Happy birthday,
Odin.
Odin.
Mabry's son is walking and 1 year old.
We need
Today.
to. You know what we need to do? We need to put an over under on when Camille's going to be born.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I can't. We just
So-
talked about betting
Talked
and we
about
didn't.
betting.
I was
What
like,
is
How
the-
did we not
I
bring that
know.
up?
How do we not?
What
I
is
just
the-
thought about
what
it.
is-
How heavy is she?
Ooh,
How long
there-
is she going to be?
What's
a lot
what's
of
her due
What
date?
color are her
The
eyes?
23rd.
The
What
23rd.
color? Is she going to have any hair? Is she going to be balding? Is she going to be bald?
I feel like we shouldn't take that many bets on his baby.
I feel
What
like
are we
these are all
betting? Because surely it's not money with that many accounts.
Okay, wait. So we can at least do over under on if it's going to be what it's the 23rd is the due date.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we
I
gotta
got
pick.
under.
Well, we got to pick. Yeah, she's not
October?
making it to the 23rd.
October
So let's
or
do
November?
let's hey, how about the 17th? Over under October
Ooh.
17th. Based on Gabby's reaction today when I asked her, I feel like it's going to be before the 17th. I think she's
feel like
already
I'm-
she started pushing.
Yeah, I'm going under on that.
Her due date is the 23rd. That's what you said.
Yeah.
I'd probably say under.
You got to take the over.
So let me
You
say
took the
this.
I
under.
have to take it. Oh, fine. I'll take the over. So
Oh,
I
that's
can
a bad
lose.
decision,
Oh,
you
yeah,
idiot.
yeah.
So stupid.
What an idiot.
What and more? Okay, yeah.
Let me say this. We started at work, started putting in plans for not this weekend, but next weekend because I don't think I'll be available.
Yeah, that's-
I was like, hey, guys, we should probably not count on me being available next weekend because I'm taking the under on that for sure.
Yeah, I think she's gonna. I think she was ready this morning when I talked to her.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Is it the 23rd?" Or I was like, "When do you do?" She was like, "The 23rd." She's like,
Yeah.
"I'm hoping it's."
She's
At what-
a beast, man.
At
She's
what
a
point does a
beast.
pregnant mother just is like, you know what? I'm over this. I'm ready to have a
Oh,
baby.
she
Like,
was
it's gotta
probably,
be like
she's
month
probably,
3.
yeah.
I think she was month one for her. She was like, "That's enough of this."
No, she put up with it. Like, she understands. But I would say for sure she's probably 3 weeks past that point. Probably
Oh.
for the last 2 or 3 weeks, she's been like, all right, like let's get it, get
Yeah.
it popping.
Well,
So.
so I'm gonna take the under on 17. How many?
Surprise, surprise.
So
Yeah.
so.
I think we're
so
all
wait,
taking
what
the
about
under.
what about 7 pounds? 7 pounds 6 ounces.
Oh.
Over under 7 pounds 6 ounces.
I don't know.
How big was Odin?
Odin was small, right? Yeah.
He was a smaller guy. He was long, but he was small.
Sometimes.
As far as weight wise, he was 7 pounds and 6 ounces. I
He
believe.
was. I
think so.
had no idea. I just said 7'6".
I think
think
he
he
just
was.
said that out of subconscious knowing what you just said.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what
You
happened.
don't know how
think
heavy.
Gabby's gonna be
but-
like, he was 6 pounds
That's
4
okay.
ounces. You're just
No,
guessing.
I think he was in the 7s. I just can't remember what it was.
All right, so I'm gonna say Camille's gonna be bigger. I think she's gonna be over
I think so, too.
7 pounds 6 ounces.
Hmm.
Caleb, I'm going to Caleb first because I got first choice both times.
Yeah, that doesn't
So
seem,
you,
seems like you're setting the line. That doesn't. Well,
I wasn't. That's
I'm the
not,
Vegas odds.
I don't know. I wasn't around Gabby whenever Odin was born, so like I don't know how this pregnancy is compared to the last. Not saying that makes a big difference on how large the baby's gonna be, but I'm gonna say I think it'll be over. I
A
feel
lot,
like
a lot of it has to do. So a lot of that has to do with when they're born. So
Yeah.
like
that's true.
Odin came a week early,
Oh, okay.
and they actually induced Gabby. So it was like we weren't really ready, but it was like one of those deals where we had to get him out. So I don't know with Camille. I think she's probably gonna. I think she'll come earlier than her due date, but I think that we'll actually get to the point where Gabby will be like, all right, it's time to go.
Yeah,
like we
yeah.
gotta go to the
I'm not-
hospital. So
That's fair.
she could. I don't know. Like if she comes next week, she's probably gonna be smaller. So I'm gonna take the under. You took the over.
I took the over. Caleb
I'm
took
gonna take
the over.
And we're talking about 7 pounds 6 ounces.
7.6. Yep.
I'm gonna take. You took. The
I think
over.
she's gonna be in the 8s.
I think that if she went full term, she'd be bigger just because. But I think she's not gonna make it there. And they gain a lot of weight in the last couple of weeks.
Sure.
So it's like I think just because she's coming early, she's gonna be smaller. And Odin was actually pretty close to his due date. So I'm going under.
Mines have been drawn.
I was born, I think, 2 weeks early,
Yeah.
and I was like almost 10 pounds.
Jeez, dude, I was 9 pounds too.
You're poor.
I
Oh, yeah.
must say, yeah.
I was born like
I broke my collarbone during birth. I was a broad baby.
I think I was close. I was broad. You just say you had a lot of girth to yourself as you came out there.
He's like, I wasn't long, but I was wide.
I'm just imagining this like, oh man, your baby's short and stout.
The length didn't come until like middle school.
When like how tall were you when you were like? I'm trying to think when I had my growth. How tall were you in 6th grade?
Oh, Jesus.
I have no idea.
Dude, that was a million years ago.
For you.
6'1".
Oh yeah, we don't.
I don't know.
You
No,
shrunk.
I mean, I was,
well, you are getting older, so that makes sense.
6th grade. I mean, I was always a little taller than everybody else, but I
Yeah.
really didn't hit a huge growth spurt until like in between like 6th and 7th.
I was gonna say the only reason I asked that is because I specifically remember I hit a growth spurt between 6th and 7th grade. Like
Yeah.
I in 6th grade I was like like not short but like chubby, like medium height, and then I came back 7th grade and I was like 6 foot. Everyone's like, "What the hell happened to you?"
Rough life, Mabry.
How much trash talk did you talk to everybody that made fun of you?
Oh
for
my
me?
gosh,
So much
dude.
try.
Well,
So-
first of all, y'all know this. I was bullied when I was younger, like in middle school and stuff. And then 7th grade, your boy came back 6 foot tall, and everyone's all like, "Yeah, where you at now, homeboys?"
They're all like, "Hey, Mabry got a lot cooler over the summer. I like him a lot more." He's just let's not talk shit to Mabry anymore.
It was like it was time to roll. So heck yeah.
Well, first trash talk. I talked to you guys before the podcast started, but Andrew, you don't follow UFC? You need to start, dude. It was the only sport on during the pandemic. How did you not get into it? Okay.
And if you're gonna be a part of this, like we talk,
also-
we like UFC.
So
It's also one of the very few sports that stay out of the whole
yeah, they
political
don't,
realm.
there's not very much
Yeah.
politics and punch another man in the
Yeah,
face.
exactly.
It's,
Just sit there and
it's
fight.
back to the straight up gladiator. Like
Yeah, that's
there's
right.
something like we'll always like that stuff. I
So-
don't care what people say.
Israel Adesanya, who just recently retained his belt, he's a 185-pound fighter. I'm telling Andrew and everybody listening.
Right.
He's probably the best striker in the UFC, barring John Jones. Is that fair? That's probably fair.
I mean, you know more about it.
So Israel won his belt and immediately starts trash talking everybody. He's like, I'm going to kick everybody's ass. Then he calls out John Jones. John Jones went from, he was the undisputed 205-pound champion for forever. Never beaten except for one time, which was a fluke. And
Was that when DC beat him?
no. DC never beat him. He got Matt Hamill. He threw those illegal elbows like years ago before he was champion. Anyway, so Israel, who fights at 185, starts talking shit to John Jones. And John Jones made some comments during the fight. Whatever, everybody does. But anyway, Israel and them start talking shit. John Jones just went up to heavyweight, so he's going to be around 245. And Israel says he wants to fight him. So Israel says something about that John Jones' dead mother wouldn't be happy with the man that he turned out to be. So John Jones says to the UFC, line it up. You tell me when, I'll fight
Dude.
Israel. So here's the thing, though. They're excuse me. I'm trying not to cough in the microphone. They're not going to fight at
Rona.
they're not going to fight at 185 for sure. So they're not going to fight at Israel's weight class.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go up to
The
205,
likely is
right?
the thing they're going to fight at 205, and Israel will get demolished by John Jones at 205.
Dude, I can't wait. Okay, so
It's a huge mistake.
let's take the actual facts behind it out of the equation. The dude just talked about a man's dead mother.
Yeah.
I hope he.
But
gets
not
the
even like just a normal guy's dead mother. Like probably the most dangerous man on earth.
Yeah.
You talk shit about his mom. He's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, that's
So what is it? 205. What's Israel in? What,
180,
185.
185.
so he's got to gain 20 pounds.
Well, he probably walks around heavier than 185,
Yeah.
so he just won't cut any weight.
But like my
but
thing is
he'll be smaller.
exactly. But like my thing is he's used to fighting at 185 where the guys are a little shorter, stockier.
Yeah.
He's got this long reach on him. It's not going to be the same in 205.
That's right. And plus John Jones has the longest reach out of anybody in the UFC.
Yeah.
any heavyweight, anybody. He's got the
That's not
longest
good.
reach. So that's trouble.
And he's like, I mean, he's
So
so John Jones had like a scandal though. He had like some drugs.
He was like blowing coke and like lifting weight. I mean, he was doing what boys do.
He's doing,
He's doing-
he's gotta do
doing
it.
boys
A
do.
man's got to do what a man's got to do.
I told Laura I was going to do
Yeah.
cocaine today.
Let me
I was
How'd she
like, I'm just
react?
going to get like amped up.
well, let me say something. I went for Paulo Costa,
And you were
and
wrong.
I was wrong.
Yeah,
But now I'm definitely going for John
Jones.
Jones.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
jump on the bandwagon with us too?
I'm going to be. I'm
Y'all
John
were
Jones.
Israel fans. Now you're coming off the Israel.
Oh no!
No.
I'm
Before,
an
I'm saying now
I'm an
you're
Israel.
coming-
I'm an
Costa.
Israel fan when he doesn't fight John Jones and he fights at 185. I'm a John Jones fan when he fights anybody.
Dude, I was super impressed with the fight with Israel. I was like, man, I like this guy. That comment, I hope he gets hurt. Like I'm talking
John
like
Jones is going to be a problem.
I'm talking about Anderson Silva, cocky, breaks his leg, like never comes back. I'm talking. I hope John Jones breaks him off a piece and he never comes back.
Well, there's
like,
a good chance that could
you
happen.
don't talk about people's moms.
It's funny.
Like, there has to be rules and trash talk. You don't, especially if if y'all joked about my mom, it's funny. My mom's here. She's great. She's an angel. I love
Also,
my mom.
I would never joke about Mabrys' mom. She's awesome.
Marty Cook is an angel.
She's a saint.
treasure. Don't you talk about my mom.
Shout out Mabrys'
But
mom.
if my mom had passed away and then you talk trash, like in a for real way, like that's a for real way. Like, dude,
We have to fight.
we're fighting. You're dying. Like, John Jones is like, I secretly paid the ref to like hold off. Let me tell you this. Israel better hope he doesn't get knocked out because John Jones is jumping on top of him and hitting him several more times
It's
after
gonna-
he's
It's
asleep.
gonna take. I feel like it's
The
gonna
ref,
take a couple refs.
yeah, they're going to have to pull him off for sure.
I think it's funny that all this started over Israel after beating Paulo Costa said something about John Jones or something like that, and then John Jones got on Twitter and was like, keep my name out of your mouth. Like you just saying my name to get like more political stunt and all that.
100%.
Yeah, John Jones basically said you said my name because you wanted to get more recognition.
Press.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, what's crazy is the Polish guy won the 205 championship because John Jones vacated it.
Correct.
And then he called out John Jones, which is fair because he's like I finally got to the top, which is silly. But John Jones is like I hear you.
Yeah.
That's the old weight class. Like you're calling out the guy, understandable. A guy who fights at a 20-pound less as you're going up in a weight class, like so it's very silly. I agree with John Jones. He got called out by two people in the same night, and it's like, dude, we fight two weight classes apart now. Like that's a silly call out.
Everybody wants to fight John Jones because he's probably going to be.
They want the money.
I mean, he's got to be one of the greatest of all times. And,
It's a money
and it's a
fight.
money thing for sure.
Well,
I mean,
I think Israel said that he wanted to go down as like that guy fought everybody. So
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't want to see John Jones. Just letting you know.
Here's what I think they should do is they should let Israel fight the Polish guy who just demolished his opponent in at 205, and then let him fight John
I
Israel-
Jones.
think you're saying that wrong. I think it's Polander.
Polander.
Yeah, that's true.
Polander.
Yeah, Poland.
It's not Polish or Polonese.
sure.
It's definitely not Polonese.
You think that Israel could handle that Polish guy?
That guy's huge, dude. I don't know.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
He's
Like,
big.
I think
He's
that
powerful.
if Israel can, if he's
Powerful.
like, I think John Jones should be like, why don't you beat this guy and then you can come see me at
Well-
Did you
205.
see what he did to that? First off, that guy's ribs, and then did you see what he did to that guy's nose, his
Dude,
face?
that guy that he smashed in like that was like the number one contender.
Oh, yeah,
was
he was
a
great.
really good fighter, and
Yeah.
he beat him to death. It
Yeah,
was
I
like,
don't-
oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. That's trouble for Israel either way. I don't think Israel
You're
wants
not
to go.
supposed to fight 20 pounds
Israel,
heavier guys.
Israel needs
Like,
to get a little older. He'll hold a little more weight better. It's just one of those things.
yeah. Let me tell you this: that guy hits like a sledgehammer. So he would have. I would like to see that.
There's some trouble. There's some trouble.
All right, what you got here, Caleb?
I just pulled up some website, Yardbreaker, the 10 best trash talkers in the NFL today.
So as you were scrolling through this list, I looked quickly, and I'm hoping it's the same thing. I read a different article today, and it was about New England's coach Bill Belichick talking trash about a wide receiver on another team. I hope that's the same one. No, it's not. So Bill Belichick was in a Super Bowl with it was the Eagles versus, and he was in the Eagles versus Patriots.
Philly,
Yeah, when they
Philly.
lost.
Yeah,
Philly.
and I
Nick
guess
Foles,
Nick
baby.
Foles,
Nick Foles.
The
Is he
best
not the
backup.
best backup? He might be the
the GOAT.
best.
he might be the GOAT.
Of
He might be the
backups.
GOAT. He beat the GOAT in the
He
Super
did.
Bowl.
He did.
So is he the GOAT?
So can we say that Nick Foles is 100% victory rate over Tom Brady?
Yeah.
100% victory rate over Bill Belichick in the Super Bowl. I don't know about it.
I don't know if that's
the
true.
rest of it.
I don't know if that's true.
But I mean, that's a pretty good. I was listening to somebody.
Finish your story about the.
So Bill Belichick was basically like, this guy was talking shit about all the New England corners, and Bill Belichick was like, that guy. He's like, I was relieved when he was on the field. It was much easier to play the game when he was on the field. So I was like, the Subway guy who never says anything is out here talking shit,
throwing smoke.
Yeah. I feel like that he was probably like, they probably had to bait it out of him. He doesn't want to say anything. He's like, no comment. Football's hard. Football's real hard. I also go ahead.
Sorry, this story, I just read it. This story about Bill Belichick is back in 2015, whenever Mike Tomlin, the coach for the Steelers, complained about always having problems with their headset in Foxborough. And then Bill Belichick's response to that was, first of all, I would say that I think our program here is built on competition and trying to improve every day and trying to work hard. It's not built on excuses.
That's some grade A trash talk right there. That really got to him. He almost said "Yo, mama," like it was that or
it was
your
right
mama.
behind
It was like he was coming in hot with that.
Yeah.
He's probably. I can't believe he's on a list of trash talkers.
That's ridiculous. I just feel like because only everything he says is probably everyone's like, "What? Did you just say something to me?"
Oh. Philip Rivers is on here. I think
Dude,
Dusty loves Philip Rivers.
Have you
He's
heard
hilarious.
Philip Rivers?
He's hilarious when he trash
Gosh
talks.
darn it!
God,
Shoot!
Gosh dang it.
Dude, he's the best. He's like, "Oh, you sucker! Gosh."
They really gave me a wallop on that one,
Yeah,
boys.
dude, he's hilarious. But he does like the dude's in your ear the whole when they mic him up. It is the funniest
Dude,
thing.
I
He's
do
in
not
your ear.
like Philip Rivers.
Did you-
He complains about everything.
Dude,
Did you hear
he's
him?
in
It's
everyone's
terrible.
ear.
Did you hear him last week? He was mic'd up last week, and he was talking to the linebacker while he's like about to take the snap. He's like, hey, 2-5 turned the corner on you.
Yeah,
he's like
John
2-5. He's like about to take the snap, like right before the
Just
play clock's
talking
about to run out.
smack. Richard Sherman's funny. That he does talk
I
smack.
saw him on a lot of lists.
He's
Richard
actually
Sherman.
super intelligent.
Jalen Ramsey was on a podcast that I listened to, and he was
Not so intelligent.
And I mean
athletic.
he was talking about his trash talking ability, and he was talking about like back in college he would look up the top wide receiver that he was gonna be covering that week, and he would like start DMing that guy's girlfriend.
That's awesome. that's awesome.
And just be like, whenever they got on the field, he'd be like lined up against the wide receiver. He's like, hey, I'm in your girlfriend's DMs.
Oh
check
my
it.
God,
Dude.
that's incredible.
That is awesome.
That's
That
some of
is-
the best trash talk.
That
I've
is
ever
like
heard.
he's mentally in your he's in your head.
Dude, he's in your
Absolutely,
house.
That's what he does.
My-
Speaking of Taylor Lewan
Yeah,
for the Tennessee
yes.
Titans, have you ever heard about? I told you guys about this. I think he talks about publicly all the time about how he like voices himself. He's not gay. He has a wife and a 2-year-old daughter. But he voices himself all the time about like that he's like gay to the NFL public, and the NFL is kind of homophobic apparently and stuff. Is what he says.
Yeah, not apparently. They definitely are.
For sure.
But he like his trash talk is like, he's like, man, that thing's so smart, suck that thing right off.
hey, ref, did you hear what he said? He said he's going to suck it off.
Coach.
The ref's
He's
like,
like,
yeah,
look.
I don't know.
They're like, what happened out there? Coach, I don't even want to tell you. It's bad.
Like, what kind of flag do you throw on that?
15-yard penalty for suck. I don't just run it back. 15 yards, third down. I don't even know.
No, that's intense.
Dude, that's absolutely incredible. That's amazing.
I
It's
think
hilarious.
probably one of the worst like football trash talk I've ever seen was I played with an offensive lineman, and he would literally during like the heat of the game when everyone's super tired and stuff. He wasn't a mean guy, super nice guy. He would be like, hey, let's you and me. Like, let's just take this play off. Talking to the defensive lineman, and it's like it's at that point in the game
Kevin
where
James
it's
in
at that point where you want to take that play off. Like everyone's dead dog tired. You're making a long drive, and it's like that would be so great right now. But as the defender, you can't trust him. It's like he's not gonna take the play off. He's baiting you. So, dude, it would make people emotional. I was like, what made you think of that? He's like, I just try to break people down mentally, and I've been working on the whole game. Dude, people would get emotional. I saw like college players be like, make him stop. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, dude, it was
I
the
think
funniest.
I'm going to throw up.
they were just like, they couldn't take it there because in their mind they're like, I want to take this play off so bad.
I think that's my favorite kind of trash talk is like when that guy like saying that like it's so smart to suck it off, like because that's like what do you even say like what hey.
The story that he tells is he says that, and then one of his teammates says, "Yeah, we swallowed that shit too."
Oh my
and, like,
God.
walks away. And then,
that's
like
vicious.
2 years later, that same player gets traded to the Titans, and he leaves a note in his locker that says, "Hey, I've been noticing you around the locker room. Heart 77," which is
Oh
Taylor
my
Lewan's
God.
number. Leaves it in
That dude's a savage.
It's like he's on your team now. What are you doing? He's like, I'm gonna fuck him up forever. Like that's an emotional thing.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
like it's like
He's in your
Andy
head.
in the office. He's like, am I gay?
Oscar. Am I gay?
Like I love it at the end. Oscar's like, I don't know, Andy. Like he's like, well.
He's
I
like,
don't
Michael,
know.
was the rumor that I'm gay? Is it the true?
What? No.
Oh shit.
That's great.
How much do you think like I think the stupid trash talk where you're just like talking shit to somebody like at this level, there's no way it works.
No, I mean,
But it has to be
Professional
something.
level?
Well-
It has to be something funny like that.
dude, the
Because if you're just
DM
like, I'm gonna be in your house all day, they're like, yeah, whatever. Dude,
Yeah,
that's
dude,
fine.
the DM
keep
thing
talking.
is
That
hilarious.
that is hysterical.
That is hysterical. Because I was actually gonna like trash talk Jalen Ramsey. I was gonna be like, he talked mad crap about Julio Jones, and I'm like, is that the move to make? Like, I mean, I know you're a really good cornerback, but like, he's like, Julio ain't nothing. I can cover him all day, and it's like he scored 3 touchdowns on you, like over the top of you. Like it's
He's like, but not 5.
yeah, he's like, but did you
Wasn't
see
fun.
the 5 that I stopped?
Yeah.
I'm like, no one
Nobody
cares.
gives a shit about that.
I would just like to say, I mean, I understand why he's on here, but I think it's funny Baker Mayfield's on here because
He does
like,
talk the noise.
he talks a lot, but he doesn't talk as much in the NFL. But he
Oh,
talked
no.
a lot at Oklahoma because his
Yes.
team was winning. It's funny whenever you talk trash only when your team's winning. Like
Yeah.
if you're a trash talker, you're gonna talk trash, win or lose. I don't know.
So
you and Caleb. So I would say that out of this group, me and Caleb are similar in this way, and Dusty's not. Dusty's gonna talk trash no matter what. Me
Oh,
and Caleb
absolutely.
like to
Win,
get.
lose, or draw.
Me and Caleb like to have the upper advantage before we start running the flapper.
So the funny thing is I've talked about. I'm sure I talked to you about it, but like I feel like you were good in college football, so you would like talk shit. And the funny thing is when I hit you with something and you're like, hey, well that's not nice. I don't like when you said that. You're like, I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best work. I don't know.
I'm not, I
come
don't.
on, Mabrys.
Yeah, I don't know how to like. I don't know. I'm not a quick. Like you're really quick with it, and I'm not like. I'm like yeah.
I like to be like,
Usually my trash talk involves like I just knock someone down and I'm like, hey, fuck you, you're a little bitch. And
Stay
they're
down.
Like, they can't say nothing back, so I'm just like, I go back to the hut. Like
I'll lose, and I'll still be talking.
that's
shit.
right. It's like, hey, you're like Kevin Hart always brings up the thing. Like if I beat you in a workout, you're like, oh yeah, well your stupid Adidas shoes don't even match. I'm like, what? No, well hold on, that doesn't have anything to do with
I'm
just.
like, you're like, I beat you. I'm like, Gabby told me 2 years ago you got drunk and pissed in your own bed.
It's like what?
Like, hey.
Hey.
How do you even respond to that?
Yeah, that doesn't need to be brought up now.
You're like, well, you pissed in the
Oh,
bed.
shit. And then what's great about our gym though is when the 3 of us talk, there's like a group of people who are just listening that we don't even know are listening. And as soon as you say something like that, everyone's like, "Oh shit, he said he didn't have no nipple."
And then
Just
the-
little
and then
nipple
like-
having us beat.
Like someone like Dusty will say something to Mabry, and then I play into it like, oh shit, he just said you ain't got a nipple. And then,
Yeah, the best part is to get other people on your side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got to wrangle it. Let me
It's
tell
a
you,
lonely island when you're by yourself. Let me tell you.
especially like the worst is Laura. If Laura comes after you, you're just like,
Well,
you're just
so the
done.
difference-
Everyone takes
Yeah,
Laura's
yeah,
side.
just-
Laura's,
automatically.
well, that's because Laura's trash talk is so vicious.
it's vicious.
It's that
It's to your heart.
it's like
it rips
yeah,
it
she's
rips a part of you away. You're like,
she's
"Ah."
literally like you'll say something to her and she'll be like, all right, small penis, and you're like, hey, what?
It's like you don't know that. She's like, no, I do. I can see the outline right here. And it's like, hey, stop.
She has like, where'd you get that tape measure? Get away!
Back away.
Nobody needs to see this. What are you doing? You're like, Gabby, hey.
It's like, if she won't let you have a good moment. Like, Laura, did you see me just crush that clean? She's like, how'd you do on the mile run yesterday? It's like, I asked you. The question was the clean. Did you see the clean?
Seriously,
I
it's
didn't.
like-
Don't bring up the run.
It's like like you could literally just PR your squat clean, and she'd be like, oh yeah, well how'd you do in that workout that day when I beat you? Oh yeah, not as good as me.
No, I
Okay.
remember that. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's all right.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember when T.O. ran to the center of the Cowboys logo.
Yes.
And got absolutely trucked.
Which is awesome that was the response. I love that.
That's
like,
my favorite thing.
Take a little pride in your field. That I like that because he was definitely being like funny, but they were like, not today.
Yeah.
Because in his mind, he's probably like, well, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? And
He's
that
like,
dude
surely nobody will hit me out here.
demolished him.
Dude, that's a perfect example of a dude with all the physical abilities as a wide receiver except hands. Could not catch a real good ball. If he got the ball,
Yeah, I mean,
you were in trouble
yeah.
when he had it in his hands, but he couldn't catch a ball. Uh-oh,
Do
Randy
you guys
Moss.
remember this?
Why would you bring up a Packers thing? Why would you do this?
I just like the touchdown celebration. It's so funny. Randy Moss scores a touchdown on the Packers, runs over, and then acts like a stripper and bounces his butt against the
Oh my god.
field goal post.
Oh. He just pulls his underwear down.
Hey,
Or
you know,
his fake underwear.
Yeah.
That's not really like trash talk. Caleb just wanted to rub that in. He's like, hey,
I know,
remember that time
I
Randy
felt-
Moss scored a touchdown against the Packers? It was awesome.
Hey, remember that time the Packers were 4-0 and the Dolphins are they 0-4?
they're 1-3.
1-3.
Hey,
Hey, what
calm yourself
I
down.
brought this up to Mabry today. What if the Marlins won the World Series? The Dolphins
Which,
won
by the way,
Super
they're
Bowl.
out because the Braves have already put them
Oh,
out.
that scenario is gone now, as of right now. So never mind, Caleb. The Dolphins have a shit chance of doing anything.
If we're going to talk about some trash talk, I'd like to throw some Andrew's way since he's a Cubs fan.
Ooh. Oh, him and Brandon Spinner.
Yeah, him and Brandon Spinner.
You guys
And his
gotta let-
dad
You got to let Sammy Sosa go.
and my wife,
Got to let him go.
they're like, he's going to come back.
He's like, any day now, he's going to
Sammy
come back.
Sosa is like our Brett Favre until we realized Aaron Rodgers is really good. We're like, let Brett go.
Well, also, Brett Favre didn't cork his bat.
Oh. Dude, I love Sammy Sosa, but yeah, no, the Cubs got smashed by the Marlins, unfortunately. But I would much rather, if I'm a Braves fan, I was glad we had to play the Marlins over the Cubs because we smashed them. So we got y'all back. What?
Did Sammy? I'm not asking because I don't know. When the whole Mark McGuire home run thing was going on,
That was awesome.
It was
when,
awesome.
When can something like that happen again? Because dude, that was awesome.
Well,
I love
I don't know
that.
if it's going to happen anytime soon.
I
But
know, well,
was Sammy Sosa ever? Did he ever take steroids? Do we know?
I
Dude,
think
did-
they were both accused.
I mean,
but-
I don't know an MLB player that doesn't take steroids.
They all should. Actually, that's a topic for next week. We'll save
Yeah.
that for next week.
yeah.
When we have
Would
special
sports
guests.
be more fun with
Special
steroids?
yes. The answer is yes.
Special guest.
If you just roided up everybody and you were like, "Go at it, boys."
I mean, like, you know,
oh, speaking of steroids, one of the best trash talks in my mind of recent memory. For those of you that don't follow CrossFit, I'll fill you in really quick. This guy a couple years ago got kicked out of the CrossFit Games because he took a bunch of steroids,
Yes.
right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
So there's the new CrossFit Games that were online. So this guy who's been banned for 5 years is now 3 years into his ban. He does the workout on video and then says, "Fuck you, Matt Frazier," as he finished the workout. Now, keep in mind, this is on video. He said, "Fuck you, Matt Frazier," but Matt Frazier beat him in that workout. So why he picked Matt Frazier, like he should have picked like anybody in the leaderboard like fifth down because he would have placed in that. Why he picked Matt Frazier to say that to is
well, I thought in his thing that he put out, I thought that he beat Matt Frazier in that one workout.
I don't think so.
I think he beat him in that one workout and then lost every other thing to Matt Frazier.
Andrew.
I don't know. Fact check, man.
Fact
Yeah,
check
fact
it.
check.
Oh,
Ricky Garrard.
Andrew-
Because
Andrew
Ricky,
just
I
said
don't
to
think
you-
Ricky Garrard's
Andrew just said
time
to
shows
you,
up.
"Do your job."
He's like, can you pull up? We
Does-
should probably have like Instagram up. But
It's
he's
not
up
going to
there.
say it, but from my understanding,
Regardless, though, the point is that even let's say that I'm right, which I am. He beat him in one workout.
let's say that I'm right.
He's
which
not on the leaderboard. He's not registered.
He's looking at Matt Frazier's
Look at
time.
Matt Frazier. Calm down, bro.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Baby's like, "You idiot!"
Which
Here.
one was it?
It was the Fran 308.
No,
Was it
no, no,
Frank?
no.
I
It
don't
was
think it was
nasty.
Frank.
It was nasty Nancy.
Are you
Which
sure?
Matt Frazier took first in it.
It was nasty Nancy.
I don't think
for
it was.
sure.
I don't think it was nasty Nancy.
It was the running one.
That's nasty.
Y'all are
Nancy.
so wrong on all. Like
Are
I'm about
you
to pull.
sure?
I'm about to pull.
I
it.
thought it was.
my
I thought it was
God.
the handstand push-up dead.
It's
wasn't that
not.
handstand push-up
Y'all,
deadlift?
y'all are arguing
Diane?
about. Y'all don't
No,
even
I don't
know.
think it was Diane. Was it?
Look, all right. Nasty Nancy. His time was 17:43. What was Matt Frazier's?
1750.
Oh, that's why he said, "Fuck you, Matt
That's
Frazier."
why I
Man, the
said you
steroids
fucking-
help him still.
Damn it!
So
Well, I was wrong.
right and y'all were wrong.
Thanks,
Suck
Andrew,
it.
for the fact check.
Good
But
idea with the fact check. So,
but
that's the whole point. But here's the thing, though. Is hold on. I got it pulled up. Here's the thing, though.
why don't you slide into his DMs?
He did. Yeah, I'm gonna slide in there, little bitch.
You won't say that to him right now in the DMs. Let's
We'll
pull up
ta-
Mabrys'
we'll tag 'em.
Instagram right now on
I
the
don't-
computer.
Dude, if you don't think I'll DM Ricky Garrard that he's a little bitch.
We'll tag him. We'll tag him this
All right, so
weekend,
here's
okay?
what
Let's tag Ricky Garage.
Ricky
here's
Garrard.
what's awesome.
We
Here-
still think you're a little bitch.
Here's what's awesome.
Mabry does.
This dude, oh for sure. This dude calls out Matt Frazier, and then he comes back and he's like, he posts this thing. He's like, "Here's my place in points. I would have now he says he would have placed, but he gets a 9th place, a 28th place, a 19th place, a 9th place, and then in day 1 he's holding 17th place. Then he comes back with a 1st place where he beat Matt Frazier and
okay.
Nasty Nancy, 6th place in the handstand hold, and then 6th place in awful and, which gives him 5th place. So congratulations. Still 4 other people beat you, and Matt Frazier beat them by a lot. So basically you're the equivalent of still nowhere close to beating fucking Matt Frazier.
And he didn't have a judge.
Right,
He had
yeah.
nobody there. That's like
he probably had his brother judging him, who
Hold
also
on.
does
Yeah, who also
steroids.
did
Hold on,
steroids.
and we're talking. I definitely trust the guy who cheated already
He's
to
like-
not cheat.
he's like,
during
I
the
promise
thing.
all my reps were perfect.
Yeah.
You don't even have to look.
And I'm banned, and I'm for sure still not taking those substances.
So the crazy thing is like him
Dude, get
screaming
the hell
screaming
outta
like
here.
that after he's done is not a symptom of steroid use at all. Like
Someone
like
posted
the
that. They're
rage.
like, if there was only a name for that, like it's like,
I think
Roid
Make Watch
rage.
Great Again put that up
yeah,
there.
it's like it's called roid rage.
Yeah, he's that's interesting. So that was one of my most recent favorite trash talks. It's
So
like
I think it goes back though to what we talked about in the UFC. I think that he's trying to call out Matt Frazier because Matt Frazier is probably close to retirement, and if he's still got 2 more years of his ban, and when I say retirement, I mean as an individual, kind of like Rich. I mean Matt Frazier wins 5 in a row. You know he holds the record, like all that stuff. He can start thinking about it if he wants to. But in Ricky's mind, he's thinking he's probably close. I got 2 more years on my ban. I'm going to try to piss him off, and I'm going to call him out. Like, hell, he probably didn't even, like, do Nasty Nancy. They're like, all right, go outside. And he just, like, turned the corner, waited, and then came back running
throw
back
some water in
in.
his face. He's like, whew,
Yeah,
that
they're
was
like,
a hard run.
he's like, I want to keep Matt there for when I can come back. I want him to be there. So, I mean, I think it's probably more of a stunt than anything. But still, dude, when you, like, if you're going to do something like that, like, don't be a bitch.
So I meant to ask this before because I'm always interested in knowing these things. I'm going to circle back to the UFC really quick. This is for all 3 of you, especially for Andrew because he doesn't know who either of the guys are. Who would you rather fight?
Oh, my God.
Israel Adesanya or John Jones?
Oh, Israel.
Hold
For
on.
sure.
You'd rather fight Israel?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let me think of how to make this more interesting.
Well, there's no doubt, like,
You-
right?
so if you fight Izzy, one of your hands is tied behind your back.
I mean,
You-
I don't
hey,
know.
Odin, shut up on it.
I don't know if it matters. They're probably both going to hit me whenever they want to.
So you fight.
I don't know if one hand is going to
So
slow them down.
How much do you weigh?
I weigh right now about 215, probably.
Okay, so they'll both fight you at 205.
I mean,
They'll
I like
they'll both
that.
fight you at 205 too.
I'll still fight Izzy.
Izzy?
Yeah.
I mean,
One hand tied behind your back?
Yes. If I had to choose between the two, yes.
yeah.
Still,
I mean,
yes.
Damn, I don't know if I want to have one of my hands tied behind my back.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah,
if
but
it,
what
I don't
are you
know.
gonna
I don't know if
choose?
both my hands up is going to be like enough.
It doesn't
regardless. Like,
Andrew.
Hey, I just make contact once.
I'm gonna die, so I'd rather die quicker, John Jones.
Oh, okay, so he wants to
Oh.
die quicker. He wants to fight John Jones. That's
don't think
that's
he'll
an
die.
interesting. No, he might
might
kill
get
you.
knocked-
No,
he
no, he
might-
might kill you. Yeah, he might kill you. There's a chance. There's a chance he
I
might
don't think
kill
he'll kill
look,
you.
just shoot for the legs immediately.
I mean, as long
and
as
get on
as
the
long as you
ground.
don't say anything about his mom, his dead mother, then he probably
Yeah,
won't
maybe
kill you.
don't start off.
But-
with that.
but if
feel
you
like your
did for-
mother was an angel,
If
and
you
I
did-
respect you.
If you did for some reason fight him,
make him
I'd be
feel
like,
bad.
hey John, Andrew said he's glad your mom's dead.
So let me ask you this though: if we're getting in the ring with John Jones or Izzy, whatever one you do,
Okay.
are you going in there and
I'm
are you
trash talking.
trying to survive? Or are you trying to be a hero?
Let me tell you
I'm running
100%
away.
yes. I'm not trying to be a hero for sure. What's a hero? Like go in there and get your head blown off?
Go in there
No.
and get it. Like,
You understand that trained guys can't get at them.
no, I know, but I'm saying though, like I'm
UFC
saying,
champions
are you
can't
gonna
touch them.
you're gonna play it smart and you're like do whatever you can do just not to die? Or are you gonna go for the kill? Like, are you just gonna be like?
But understand
let's-
that going for the kill means that you get killed.
Yeah, but you're gonna probably get killed either way. So I mean, it's
Okay.
a personality question. Let's
okay.
just answer the question.
I'm gonna run away from both of them.
Okay.
I don't want anything.
I'm going to throw 0 strikes, and I'm going to cover myself up as much as I can. And whenever they hit, I'll be like, oh, you hit like a girl.
Oh, you're gonna do rope-a-dope?
Yeah.
That's
He's gonna do the old Muhammad
talk
Ali.
trash.
You don't want those guys to rope-a-dope. They're gonna put some paint on you.
I
I got a lot of body weight on.
Let me say this: I'm going for the kill shot. Like you're gonna get knocked out.
I got
You're
a
gonna
lot
look-
of body weight.
I'm going for it.
That's a
Like
horrible
time to be
idea.
a hero. Like you step in the ring. What's the worst that's gonna happen? What everyone expects
no,
to
I know
happen?
what the worst is gonna happen. You die.
Well, it could still happen even if you play it smart.
There's
So,
a less
I mean,
chance that if I cover up, he's gonna knock my face through my back of my head. So.
Hey man, I can't live.
All right,
I
so
can't live my life like that.
John Jones or Francis Nagano. Francis Nagano, Andrew, has the
John Jones,
most
right?
power of any puncher
Yeah, John
in the
Jones.
history of the UFC. He has the hardest punching power ever.
Yeah, we get it.
I get
Andrew
both
doesn't
my-
know. I'm explaining to Andrew.
I get both my hands for this, right? For
oh
both
yeah,
of them? Both of them. Okay,
yeah,
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, you get both.
I'm gonna-
You can have one of my hands.
I'm gonna say John Jones, not because he's a less of a fighter, but because I think Francis could kill me.
More
Legitimately-
damage could happen.
You heard it,
legitimately
guys,
kill me with one
You
punch.
heard it here. Caleb thinks John Jones is a little bitch. I'm gonna tag John
Is
Jones.
that right? Yeah.
That's what you said.
Is that what I said?
I heard it.
Did he
Andrew heard
talk?
it.
Dude, I'm
Baby
pretty sure
heard
we
it.
could edit the video to make it sound like he talks about his mother too.
All we need to do is edit enough words from all the episodes we've done to get Caleb to say John Jones is a bitch. That's all we need to get. And we'll post it on Instagram, and maybe you'll be in the UFC
yeah,
I
there
doubt
you
it.
go.
with that mustache.
I
You got a
doubt
good
it.
shot.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
I mean,
So-
you're
so-
6'4", same height as Izzy. I mean,
So who is it?
He'd have to jump up to
I'm
heavyweight.
going
John
John
Jones
Jones.
versus-
Francis, yeah, I'm going.
Did you think Francis will kill you?
Yeah, I mean,
But
but the risk is higher with.
Oh well, he
Francis.
would take a face shot from Francis Ngannou over a liver shot from Mike Tyson.
That doesn't make sense at all.
I stand by that.
That's a horrible idea.
Look, y'all have never had a liver shot. Come see me. You piss blood. There's a whole lot of shit going
You
on.
die.
Yeah, if you get hit in the brain hard enough, you're dead.
There. Yeah. I'm just gonna assume that doesn't happen.
This still like blows my mind that you would rather
Okay,
get punched
so
in the
you'd
brain. Like
you'd
Francis
rather-
will reach your brain.
real quick. You'd rather piss blood than have a brain
no,
bleed
no.
than have a brain bleed and die.
Dude, Mike
No,
Tyson.
he'd rather have a brain bleed
Mike
brain
Tyson
bleed and
hits
die.
Mike Tyson
Oh, that's
hits you in
right.
the
That's
liver.
right.
You're not pissing blood. He's ripping shit that they can't repair. You're dying. Like I'm telling you, that dude. Like if he gets
He
a
only gets
wide
one
open-
punch.
yeah, it's,
You take one punch to the liver, or you take one punch to the head
I'm taking
/
one punch to the
temple.
head. I'm
So
telling you.
you're taking John Jones.
Brain bleed. Dead.
You're taking John
Gone.
Jones, right?
Yeah,
You'd rather
I'm taking
fight John
yeah,
Jones?
for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that.
All right, question.
Oh, wait, I want to know Andrew's answer.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Would you
John
rather
Jones.
fight John Jones or Francis Ngannou? John Jones is the probably one of the best fighters of all time, and Francis Ngannou is the strongest puncher of all time, meaning he packs the most punching power.
Let me put.
I'm gonna stick with my theory and go with the stronger one.
So you're going with Francis Ngannou?
Oh my god!
What an idiot!
Andrew's like, I'm gonna get knocked out as fast as possible.
So-
like, why? Like, just
So let me tell you,
like
Francis
they're not
Ngannou-
that long of rounds. I mean,
There's-
just get in there and survive.
Andrew, real quick. There's heavyweight UFC contenders that won't fight Francis because they're afraid of him. Just so you're
the
aware.
last guy he fought,
Little bitches.
the last.
Oh, Andrew just said any heavyweight fighter that didn't fight Francis Ngannou is a little ass
So
bitch.
Rosenstruck, who is a former professional kickboxer, fought Ngannou, and this is for Andrew's knowledge, but for everybody else as well. Francis Ngannou said, "I don't care how long you've been kickboxing. I'm going to run straight at you, and then I'm going to punch you one time, and you're just going to go to sleep for a very long time." And he did that. He just went out there and hammered this guy who's been a striker for his entire life and demolished him.
All right.
So,
Question: do you think that any two combination of us, like y'all two, you and me, like any two combination of us versus Francis Ngannou, could we win?
No.
You don't think two of us could beat him?
No.
No,
No,
I think
no,
our-
no.
What
I
about
think our-
three of us?
Yes, three of us. But understand that one of us is going to take a lot of punishment.
I've already said I'm going to be the guy.
Okay, so,
He's already volunteered.
so I think so.
I'll go in,
I
take
ha-
the heat. Y'all better.
I
You
have-
better not make it.
I ha-
Y'all better not sit back and be like, "Oh shit."
So here's the thing, Francis.
Look what's happening to Mabrys right
Yeah,
now.
you better get in
Francis, if you're listening, here's the game plan. You're going to have to go in hard, Mabry.
there. I'll go in hard.
But then I have the most MMA experience.
Yes.
So Caleb is going to have to go in second. and we're really going to tire him out.
I don't feel
I
like
Throw
I could
haymakers.
choke
Tire
him
him
out.
We should all go in together.
No,
It should
I'm
be
going
a-
to stay in the back.
No,
You stay
I
in
don't
the
like
back.
the
No, hold on,
Dusty's-
hold
Do
on.
you have the strength to choke him out?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you're that strong.
Oh, dude, I can choke him out. 100%. 100% I
See
can
that,
choke
Justin?
him
You
out.
don't think that two of us could take him? down?
No. Absolutely not.
I think our best bet is you two.
Really?
No, I don't want to be. If it's only two of us, I don't want to be part of it.
Exactly. That's why
That's what I say.
That's why I said you two.
No, if we have to pick two, I'm definitely not picking myself. You're up. You're doing it for sure.
Because I'm the
And
only
then I'm
one
probably
who
picking Andrew.
because I'm the only one who's gonna go head first into the situation.
Let me tell you. So here's my game plan. If the
Head
three
first and knocked out.
if the three of us fought Francis Nagano, here'd be my game plan. You'd go in first.
Okay.
You'd go in second, and then depending on how much time he spent on you two, would be whether I helped or not. Like if he
That's
was
not a three-man
if he was
team,
really
though.
focused on you guys, I'd jump on his back and try to choke him out. But if he dealt with you guys pretty easily, I'm not coming in.
I think
I'm tapping out.
I think
like if
even
you're
Francis Nagano would agree that like two people like would be it's
No.
a challenge.
No.
Francis
John Jones, during the riots in his hometown,
Yeah.
he went and kicked the shit out of like 10 rioters at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's 10 guys.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like
It's-
okay.
that's
Real quick.
a lot
real quick.
less.
Let's talk about this story back in the day. There was like a midget circus or something like that in Myrtle Beach. Whenever we lived in Myrtle Beach, and Dusty said he could fight.
Little person, Caleb.
Oh, little
you
person.
can't say that.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna edit that out, Andrew. You gotta beep that out.
But
Okay.
Dusty said he could fight all the little people, like all of them.
How many are we talking?
He said an infinite amount.
No, I didn't say it.
Yes,
I
you
couldn't
did.
take 1,000 of them. But
Okay,
surely
we said I think we said like 10.
easily
think
10.
10 to 20.
yes.
I think
Yeah,
No.
10 to 20. Yeah, for sure.
10?
Easily.
little people.
No.
Those guys are strong.
Yeah, there's no way you're taking 10 of them.
Yeah,
Here's
100%.
Here's
I
how
would
you
take 10.
here's how you win any fight where there's multiple people. You don't ever win versus multiple. If they all get together and attack you, like not like what you're talking about is how the group loses. The guy that hangs back, that's how they
what I'm
lose.
saying.
If we're talking about 10 people who are all on the same page and they're coming after you, you lose every time. The way that you beat a group is you get a hold of one of them and you make them squeal like a little
But hold
pig.
on, to be fair.
And then the
to be
rest of
fair,
them, like you, who are hanging in the back, don't want none of those problems, and then they help. That's how you beat people
To
like
be
that.
fair, if the three of us were fighting Andrew, I'd get in on it. But if the three of us are fighting Francis, I'm.
Andrew just
So-
said that Francis Ngannou's a bitch.
He did. No.
So-
He said
No,
any
he said all
heavyweight
the-
that didn't fight Francis Nagano was a bitch.
Those are exact
I don't
quotes.
think you called Francis Nagano a bitch.
You
No,
did.
he did not.
He did.
He did not. He
Andrew-
called every
Andrew
said
other.
all the other
He
heavyweight
called all
fighters.
the other
He
heavyweights.
did pause right there. He's like, nah.
No, I didn't. He didn't call the other heavyweight. He
Not
called
yet.
the other heavyweights bitches.
I forgot. What I was
Hey,
gonna
pull
say.
up a picture of Francis Nagano so Andrew can see what he's working with. Yeah, we'll pull this up and we'll take a break. I just want you to see what this man looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, spelled that wrong.
I can't wait to. I never would have guessed that's how it's spelled. You got to pull up the body pic.
He's a pretty big guy.
That one with it. Look how long his arms are.
That's the key. Like he's gonna reach out and touch you.
That
for
guy
sure.
doesn't look like he's afraid of anybody, Andrew. I just want to let you know.
Yeah, click on that one.
Oh my lord, you don't want any of that, man.
Andrew said, I retract what I said earlier. Francis Ngannou is a bitch.
Andrew said, "Is that all? Is that all he's got? Just a 6-pack, huge biceps, huge pecs,
His
long
head-
arms."
His head is as wide as like a bulldog's head. Like it's.
That's because he's got pure anger in there for anybody who's fighting. All right, we're gonna take a 5-minute break and then we're back.
Yeah, I gotta pee.
Peace.
And we're back. And I'm gonna shoot it over to Mabrys for our next sponsor. And go.
All right. Southern Insurance Professionals. Go to them for all your insurance needs. The owner is Dusty Kilgore, a great guy that we are friends with, and great for all your insurance needs. Their slogan is, "Let's talk about you."
I like how you said their slogan is. Their slogan is, "Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you, baby."
I think we're gonna get a song.
I'm gonna shout
going
out to
out for
Dusty.
that.
We'll see if he's actually listening. Dusty, if me and Mabrys and Caleb and Andrew, who is our sound guy now, we're gonna work on a song.
Yep.
That's "Let's Talk About You,
You,
Baby."
baby.
Let's
Let's
talk
talk
about
Something. We're gonna work it out.
Insurance.
Yeah, we've already there's some works there.
All
We
right,
want to
so-
get that in there.
With the trash talking thing, I thought it'd be fun to play a little game where I am the MC, and I'm
Okay.
gonna quote some famous trash talkers, and y'all can guess who it was. I'm just gonna give you the line at first. If you're stumped, I'll give you some more information if I know it.
Okay,
I
so
might know the
we're
person.
talking you're just gonna give it to us at first. It could be
Like,
anybody.
yeah.
at
The
any
first
time.
one, I'm setting you up for success in the first one. I'll even let Andrew get on in this game. He's sliding into somebody's DMs right now. Are you sliding into one of the girls' DMs?
Oh,
He's like,
snap.
guess what I'm doing? I'm the sound and video manager for a pretty successful podcast. I just got a promotion. Actually, Andrew, I don't want to say it. Can I say my job? Sure. Andrew just. Okay, never mind.
It's already on
Nothing
there.
happened to Andrew. All right. Anyway, man, Andrew, you fucked me up on that one. All right. So.
All right, let's play.
All
So
right,
we're wide open.
So
here.
this first one, you're gonna get it. You're definitely gonna get it. Don't just shout it out. I want to get a guess from all of you. Okay.
Okay.
So
I don't know if I'll get
the
it.
first one.
I feel pressure.
Famous trash talk line. Ready?
Yep.
Lennox Lewis. I'm coming for you, man. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I'm gonna eat his children. So Caleb.
Now. I think maybe we should go first.
Okay. Mabry.
Mike Jones. Or Mike Jones.
Nope. Oh, wrong. Wrong. It was not Mike Jones, the famous rap star. Caleb.
I'm gonna say John Jones.
You don't know who
I don't
this
know.
is?
No, I don't.
Andrew.
Wait, let me
Oh,
come back
my
to me. You
Lord.
know I know
Oh,
who it
my
is. Mike
Lord.
Tyson. It's Mike Tyson.
It's Mike Tyson. Well,
Freaking
I-
John Jones.
I didn't
has
do
got
it.
me all messed up.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it right. Like my style's impetuous without a guy. My defense is impregnable.
Freaking John Jones got me saying Mike Jones
Oh
over
my
here.
God.
Who?
That's-
You should have said when I said Mike Jones instead of doing what you did. You should have said who?
Who? Mike Jones.
Mike
That was when
Jones.
I was in high school. Do you even know who Mike Jones is? No, I didn't think so.
Really?
That's what I'm at.
Now I feel old.
Golly. Let me tell you something.
See, I don't know.
Okay, this is
All right.
the next one. So Mabry has 1 point. Caleb and Andrew are at 0. I have 3 points.
I didn't
right.
know there was points.
What? Oh yeah, there's
I
points.
thought we were working as a
What-
team.
what does
if
the
we
winner
all
get?
get stumped, can we work as a team?
Sure, sure,
And
sure, sure.
All
sure.
get points.
Sure,
What
sure,
does
sure.
the winner get?
It's a special gift from Andrew. So if he's like, I win.
But Andrew's competing.
Well, he better win then. All right, the next famous trash talk. The person is saying it to Jerry Krause. And if you don't know who Jerry Krause is, he was the Bulls' former general manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct.
So he said, Jerry Krause must have pictures of his boss's wife having sex with a monkey.
Oh, why is his
You
name
go
blanking
first.
on me first?
You go
So
first.
do we have do it? Do you have any guess?
Why, I can't. Why can't I picture? Oh, Dennis Rodman.
No.
I feel like that's a Dennis.
Oh, that's actually a good
That's
guess.
a good guess.
but-
Okay, so I'll say this. I'm going to put it out there, and this is not fair. I'll give you another guess. It was not somebody that played with Michael Jordan. It was not on the Bulls.
I was going to say.
Oh, I was gonna
So
say.
he was somebody that competed against Michael on a different team.
Yeah. I was going to go with Magic Johnson.
No,
Can I take another guess?
after Andrew. Okay, great.
Isaiah Thomas.
It was not. That's a good guess. Okay, I'm going to clear it up. He is now a sports commentator for the NBA.
That doesn't clear anything
Charles
up.
Barkley.
Oh, it's Reggie. Oh.
Boom, Charles Barkley. Sir Charles Barkley. Sir Charles Barkley. Man, that's terrible. That's
It's
terrible.
terrible.
That's
Terrible,
terrible.
terrible,
That's
terrible.
terrible. That's terrible. That's
My
terrible.
favorite.
Guess what?
My
That's
favorite
terrible.
commentator of
That's
all time
terrible
is
walking.
Booger McFarlane.
Dude,
Booger McFarlane
name,
is the
look.
new John Madden, except
Worse.
significantly worse. Like John Madden would just say stuff that already happened. He'd be like, "What they did here is they went left and they should have went right." It's like everybody's like, "I got it." Booger McFarlane is
The best thing about playing Madden football is listening to John Madden's commentary.
it is
Old school.
Oh, it's pretty fun. I really enjoy it.
All right, what you got next?
All right, this is a hard
So-
one. This is a hard one.
So wait, does Caleb get that one?
Yeah, of course. Why
Okay.
wouldn't he get that one?
It's 1 to 1 to 0 to 3.
Yeah, I got 3. Kicking your guys' ass. All right. This is directed at Joey Porter, who's an NFL player.
Former linebacker
I remember.
for the
I was
Steelers.
about to say I remember old Joey Pope.
So-
Man, going back.
And
Are these all
Dolphins.
in your timeline over
He
here?
ended in the Dolphins.
Did
so-
he?
Okay, so he said,
He was a good linebacker.
so this person directed this comment at Joey Porter. He said, all those muscles are popcorn muscles. He's soft. He's in the nightclubs dancing with his shirt off like a girl in the playground getting beat up back in California.
That's an awesome line. That's great.
So I will say
he was
that-
a good linebacker, though.
So I'm going to throw this out there. Do you have any idea? This is a hard one.
Well, I mean,
So I'm going to say this person that saying
If I guess it right now, before you give us any,
you get 2
Go-
points.
Philip Rivers.
No,
Damn, so close.
Kayla or Mabry.
You don't have to guess.
Are you
I
an
was
NFL fan, Andrew?
I don't know athletes that well.
Okay, so
that's
this,
a tough one.
So
I
this
can't.
guy.
So my thing
so I'm
is
gonna,
like
I'm gonna give you.
teamwork over
I'm gonna
here.
give you
Is it
position.
offensive lineman
I'm gonna give
or
you
a
a position.
running back?
I'm gonna give you a position. It's neither of those.
Oh shit.
Okay, it's a wide receiver.
Oh my god.
He played for the Bears and the Broncos.
Oh shit.
The Bears.
So let's think about this. First of all, for a wide receiver to call Joey Porter like soft is,
Popcorn muscles, which
Yeah.
are soft muscles.
I get like fluff. They're all like if
fluff.
you eat popcorn, you know, like it's
They're like
fluff.
water-based.
Yeah,
It's like you got
fluff.
kernels in your teeth like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you're
It's
chewing
all
on his
fluff.
big muscles.
The Bears and the who'd you say the Broncos?
Yeah, correct.
Gosh, and would have talked smack to him. Who would have? I don't even. So, man,
You're
I don't
having a
even-
tough time with this. I can see.
I
it.
am. I'm trying to think of who's.
Okay, I'm gonna give you-
I
famous
almost,
enough.
I'm
I
gonna
almost
give-
want to say Emmanuel Sanders, but I don't think that's right.
It's not Emmanuel Sanders. The
he
gentleman's
ever
name.
played
Everybody's
for
going to
the
get a big
Bears.
0 except for me. I'll get 1 point. It's going to be Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall was talking shit.
He played for the Dolphins too.
Yeah,
if you would have
that's-
said that, I would have known it right away.
Oh, did he play for the Dolphins?
Yeah. Thanks though.
Sorry.
He played for a lot of teams.
He did play
There-
for-
I
He
think
played for the
that's a pretty
Jets.
good guess, right? I mean,
Played
that's
for
a
the
pretty
Dolphins.
good.
Played for
That's
the
a pretty
Jets.
good.
That's surprising. That he
All right,
said
the
that
next
about
one. The
you.
next one. Here we go. This is okay. I feel like Mabrys going to get this one, so you're not guessing first.
Okay.
When I retire, I'll get Ricky Hatton to wash my clothes and cut my lawn and buckle my shoes. Ricky Hatton ain't nothing but a fat man. I'm going to punch him in his beer belly. He ain't good enough to be my sparring partner. I feel like that's less trash talk and more like getting personal on this guy.
That seems a little bit.
Like Ricky Hatton didn't pass the third grade. He failed. He had to repeat. His mom doesn't love him. His dad's embarrassed by him. Do we have any idea? It's boxing.
Yeah, no.
It's boxing.
I don't know any boxers. I'm not gonna. Mike Tyson.
You know this boxer. Did you start this camera?
Do I know this boxer? Is it
No.
You didn't start it?
Rocky?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I
I'm sorry.
thought you took care of it. I thought
I
just
started.
changed the battery.
I did. You usually
Oh
start
my
it.
gosh.
Oh
hey,
my
I'm a real piece of shit, I guess.
hey. Just so you guys understand, Dusty's a piece of shit.
I'm so.
And
I'm gonna leave
I've,
this
all
in.
right, so team.
Andrew, you'll have to cut that one in when this one's not.
So teamwork here. So
Makes
I've
the dream
heard the
work.
name. So Ricky Hatton is definitely a name in boxing. So when he said that, I automatically knew we were talking about boxing. But I don't know.
Automatically knew we were talking
I don't
about boxing.
remember like where we were. So there's someone who talked a lot of smack. So my first guess is it's either Muhammad Ali or Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, so which one?
I
Holyfield.
don't know.
Holyfield.
I'm trying to get
I'm
the
gonna
guy.
go
No,
with
it's
Holyfield.
one of them. I'm trying to I just don't know if have y'all heard the name?
I'm
or
gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna give
I'm
you
gonna
guys.
say Mayweather.
I'm gonna give you guys.
I
I'm
think
gonna,
that might be it.
Mayweather?
Let's
Mayweather?
go. Let's go Mayweather.
Mayweather. It was Floyd Money Mayweather.
Let's go team. We all get a point for that, right?
So I get 4
Yes, Mom.
points. Y'all get -1 points
Let's
for
go,
having to
guys.
go together.
Good job, everybody.
Okay. I just read.
So wait,
I just read
so
the,
we're at 0-0, -4.
and I have 7 now.
7,
Yeah,
8.
I'm
I
really.
think you're at
I'm
8.
destroying your guys right now.
I don't like this game. This doesn't seem like a game we can win.
Okay, so this is a comment about the Bears. This player said
The
this about the
Bears.
Bears.
Brett Favre.
Who do I-
Bears?
Who do I think the Bears should draft? I think the Bears should draft a new owner.
Ooh, Mel Kiper Jr.
No, it's incorrect.
Dang.
How recent was this?
This would have been in. I'm gonna say not this decade.
Oh.
I'm not gonna tell you what decade, but it was not in this decade. That gives you a little bit more of a. It's closing it down.
Brian Urlacher.
No, that's a good guess though.
I got it. Mike Ditka.
It was not Mike Ditka. Right time frame,
Oh,
but
shit.
wrong person.
Wait,
Really?
right time frame.
Right
Who did-
time era.
Who did Mike Ditka play for in the NFL? He
No,
played-
I'm sorry. That's not fair. Not as a player, as a coach.
right.
That's what I was asking.
I figured that. Yeah. Oh snap!
All right, so
That's
Dang,
tough.
I thought I was nailed it there. I was
I
like,
thought
it's
you
Mike
did too for a
Ditka.
second.
he might have done a shuffle,
Oh, the Icky Shuffle.
Super Bowl shuffle.
Oh. Am I wrong in the Icky Shuffle?
Yes, that's correct. Wrong.
Wait, what? He's correcting being wrong?
Yeah, he's wrong.
That's
Yes.
super
Do I get a
confusing.
point for being correctly wrong?
No.
Oh,
Oh, he did a shuffle. You're talking about
All right.
is this an old man thing? I don't know.
It is. It's in the 80s. It's in the 80s.
I don't know.
I wasn't born.
Jim
yet.
McMahon.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew
Jim
that.
McMahon.
I knew that guy.
You
I
knew
didn't
that
know-
guy?
I didn't know he did that, but said that.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Did you?
These all feel dated.
They do feel dated.
You want a more recent one?
I mean,
I
that
mean,
would be
kind
nice.
of. Like I was like, yeah, I remember like my dad talking about that.
Listen, this game just lost.
That's honestly.
This
That's
game
honestly.
This game just lost a lot of its interest to me.
Let-
I'm just pulling up the best trash
Let me
talk
say
of all
this.
time.
Let me say this. I honestly felt like the one with the boxing was Floyd Mayweather, but I was like, I feel like a lot of these have been older. So I was like, I want to say Muhammad Ali. I was like, I don't know, guys.
Yeah, the fact that you picked Muhammad Ali and Floyd Mayweather, you're like, it's either
Well, I mean,
it's either the guy from Cinderella Man or Floyd Mayweather. I'm not sure which one it is.
Or Rocky.
Or Rocky.
it was.
He wants to kill you.
Clubber Lang, or
And you know I'm so pretty. Okay, so who do you think? Who would you be? But not me. You can't count me. Who's your best trash talker of all time?
Oh, you wouldn't be it.
I would definitely be it.
No, you wouldn't.
Andrew, vote on me. Andrew, you guys can't see him because he's not on camera, but he pointed directly at me. He smiled, and then he went like this. He was like, "It's you." Ah, that's how he did. You can't see him. That's exactly what he did.
That's not what he did.
That's
He
ex-
smiled
that's
and laughed
false.
and
That's
shook-
completely
exact.
false.
That's
He
exact.
did
I
not
better
do
look
that.
at this camera. It was like this,
He said no,
and then like just thumbs up.
and he shook his head no.
no, he did not.
All right, best trash talker of all time.
All time. Wow.
That's a tough one. A lot of people say not my personal favorite, but on the interweb, a lot of people say
On the line.
On the line. We got to put it on the line.
but Larry Bird was
Dude, I heard he was like vicious.
vicious trash talker in the
I heard he was
Yeah.
vicious.
I
It
don't
was just
know
so
about
surprising
that,
because he seems like such a level like
why? Because he's white.
yeah,
Wow.
that's it.
Wow.
Nailed it.
It's like Larry Bird is because he was an accountant.
No, because he shot the ball like this. That's
He
why.
shot it like a catapult.
Anybody who shoots a ball like that shouldn't be talking trash.
It's like yeah. It's
Hey,
like how
he-
Phil-
He's
it's like how
but
Philip.
it goes, when it goes in, you get to shoot however
It's
you
like
want
how
to.
Philip Rivers throws a football.
Yeah.
Looks like he can't do it, but he figures it
They're
out.
like,
somehow.
yeah, but when you throw it like that, you get to do whatever you want to.
So-
of all time, man, that's tough.
So Michael Jordan's got to be thrown out there, but I feel like he was more like he's one of those guys that would cut deep to your soul. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
like right now, the guy that slid into that girl's DMs
Jalen Ramsey.
and the guy that said he was gay. Those are like they just creeped to the top of my list because those are fucking hysterical.
Those are really funny.
Like those are like the new
Yeah.
ways to get on somebody's head.
I would say so it has to be somebody that like Jalen Ramsey he's a very good cornerback, but I don't think he's like the best in the league. So it has to be somebody that backs up what they trash talking about.
I was gonna say
think
Muhammad Ali.
I was gonna say Muhammad Ali. I
Yeah,
think
that
he's
was gonna
like,
be my best
and he
of all
was
time.
like he like practiced it. It was like part of his thing.
I was gonna say Randy Moss.
And you know I'm so pretty.
Well, Randy Moss is actually a good one, but I just think Muhammad Ali was just, dude. People couldn't hang with his shit, and he knew it, and he let them hear about it.
He probably would have been the best boxer of all time if he didn't take or not. Yeah, he just couldn't box for those several years. But if he could have had a full career,
Yeah,
he probably would have been the best boxer of all time. I think. Is George?
some still say he is.
I was about to say.
I mean,
something.
I think he's great. It's just he didn't have the resume that some other people would have. If anybody disagrees with me, you're wrong. It's fine.
No, I mean,
So I think Muhammad Ali was pretty stout when it came to
trash talk. I mean,
back then.
people hated him. Like back in the day, like we refer to him as the greatest of all time because it's like he's a faded like memory. But like back in the day, dude, people hated him because he was like
He also took
like very annoying.
he also took a pretty aggressive stance at a time that things were a little bit
Yeah,
uneasy. So I mean that's gonna
I
gonna change things.
I also think that he was back at a time where they would like publicize his trash talk.
Mm-hmm.
Where like I feel like there's a lot of trash talkers out there that
Yeah.
you just never hear it, or you never hear
Yeah, that's
people
true.
talk about it because, I mean,
Well,
I don't know. It's not
the
something that's
sports,
talked about.
The sports have evolved into a stance where like the fun stuff that everyone cared about and nonsense like that,
Yeah.
they don't report on that anymore. They want to hear like they're trying to get deeper, and it's like, man, come on. It's a game. It's fun. Like, let's hear the shit talk. Like, the fact that, like, I don't know where you heard that, but the fact that that's not common knowledge that Jalen Ramsey DM'd girls in college
I think
is,
that's
like,
hilarious.
that's a shame. That should be common knowledge. Like, that is the funniest thing I've ever
What
heard.
a great way to get into somebody's head.
Dude, because they give you like the full portfolio. You're like, here's Mabry Cook. He's this tall. He weighs this much. Like when he puts his left hand on his right leg, it's like they're running the ball to the left. I mean, the details are so you can like if you can look him up on Facebook and stuff. Like there's his girlfriend. Like let's go, let's see him.
I also think it's easier to like trash talk in like boxing or UFC where it's one-on-one.
That's
And then
fair.
it's easier to trash talk in like basketball where it's more of like it's become more of like a one-on-one type sport.
Yeah.
And then
That's
in
right.
the NFL,
A
that's
lot
why you see so much trash talking between the wide receivers and the cornerbacks because it's
Yeah.
a battle between those two.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, like you don't see a whole lot of trash talking between the rest of the teams.
But everybody gets that. Everybody has like I would think like offensive linemen in the NFL. If you ask them, like they don't really get big scouting reports on cornerbacks, and depending on where you're at, like everybody has those 3 guys in the NFL that they're really like going head to head, and those guys know about them. So it's like all the guys know each other. There's a very close knit of. So I guarantee you, and we don't know it, and it's definitely not publicized, but the best trash talk in any sport that's going on right now is between the big men in football. Offense and defensive line, those dudes are talking.
You're
Like,
I believe it.
2 inches away from each other's
dude,
faces.
like the defense line get the glory of some sacks and some tackles, but there's hardly any glory. Those guys are just getting after each other in the mud, and like, dude, those guys are the funny ones. I'm telling you, like, I've been around them. They're hilarious. They're like, we're just having fun down
But
here.
I was about to say they're just having fun.
They're
Like,
just
that's
having
That's
fun.
what it is.
You got to get some old school like Little Giants, like put some of those foam pills in your mouth and just.
You need
Dude.
to look up. You need to look up Christian Wilkins.
Yes, I
Have you
saw
seen
this,
that?
yes.
He does like they mic'd him up for like one game against the Bengals last year. He's the Dolphins defensive tackle.
Big
And
old
it's just
dude.
like he's like going up. He's like no, you don't do that.
He's like, no, you don't say that. You don't say that.
Yeah, stop it right now.
Dude,
He's like, I'm not afraid of you.
His trash talk is ridiculous. It's great. I saw a
He's
video.
like, stop. That's mean.
I saw a video too. Offensive linemen from the Indianapolis Colts being like, they're just standing on the sideline, and one looks to the other and was like, "Dude, how cool would it be to crush a 30 with Johnny Unitas?" It's like what? Like what were they like? That's the clip. That's it. And it's just like what were they talking about? Or like did he just like, hey, like they're in the middle of the game
Dude.
on the sideline. I was like, dude, these guys they're a trip.
Talking from whenever I played football and stuff like that. Offensive linemen. Like,
Yeah.
defensive linemen are fun.
Right.
Offensive linemen are just pure joy. Like, it's
they
just,
are.
it's so much fun to be around them.
I would say that you're talking about probably the most intelligent group of people on the field that are getting no glory and literally just love to smash people around. Like, name the left tackle for the Broncos right now. No one could do it.
Blindside.
Close.
So it's
He played
like,
for the Ravens, but close.
like
What was his name?
top of the
Oh.
exactly. Point proven. But these guys
He was in
like,
a movie. We can't even remember.
these guys make money and these guys make good money,
I can
but
name a lot of left tackles.
there's no glory, but they have a lot of fun down there.
Nick Mangold.
Who's that?
He's a center.
I don't even know if that's right,
Nelson?
but that's definitely not the guy
Can
you're
you
thinking.
can you name a full starting lineup? Doesn't matter what team they're on.
A full starting lineup.
Like full all 5 starting linemen.
The Green
No.
Bay Packers?
Can
Go
you
ahead,
name
do
all
it.
of them?
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
So I don't know. I'm trying to think from this last game.
He's
So
like, let me just take my phone. I'm gonna put it under the table.
Bakhtiari's our left tackle. Billy Turner's our right tackle.
Bakhtiari's easy to get.
Yeah. Well, Billy Turner's our right tackle. The Corey Lindsey's our center. Oh shoot. I know. Damn. We just got a new guard. This is
He
not
said,
fair.
he's like Green Bay Packers, easy.
Yeah,
He's like
I
David
did- I-
Bakhtiari, and then there's
I went to
Steve.
three.
There's
That's
Steve
terrible.
Packer, and then there's John Green Bay, and then there's
Whitey McWilliker.
Curly Lambeau. Right? Curly Lambeau. He's like nailed it. I got all of them.
Does
I'm
Aaron
coming
Rod-
up. I'm coming up blank on the guards. Actually,
Does-
I felt confident about the guards, but I'm coming up blank.
Does Aaron Rodgers trash talk a lot? Sorry, I'm
You're shaking the
my
whole
head.
table.
Sorry.
I'm sure he does. He's
Is he still dating Danica Patrick?
No, they broke up. I don't know why he would do that.
Who's he dating now? You think I got a chance?
maybe.
With who? Danica Patrick?
No, Aaron Rodgers. He's got much more money.
Yeah, I agree.
If I'm gonna date a professional athlete, it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers. If
No
you're
doubt.
listening, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I stand by that too. If you feel like taking on a grown man and his wife and 2 children, I'm your guy.
He has to take the whole package.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna leave like
Does Gabby sleep in a separate room, or is she in the bed with you and Aaron?
separate room. Me and Aaron.
So it's
keep
you
it
and Aaron
separate.
cuddling.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Gabby's
Take care of
maybe
Odin
3 rooms down.
and Camille.
But I mean, think about it. Me and Gabby
So-
have Sundays to ourselves because I mean he's gonna be busy.
You'd
Only during football
you'd have,
season.
you'd
Maybe
have,
some Thursday
You'd have
night.
16. You'd have 16 to 20 Sundays to yourself. And
What if he comes right home right after the game?
Oh,
you're like, Aaron, I wasn't expecting you home. oh my
Gabby,
god.
get out of here.
He's like, I told you that was gonna be the last time. You're like, no, Aaron, no. I learned my
mean-
lesson.
I don't think Gabby would mind living.
Wait,
out
did you
in
ever
the
see
guest house.
Did you ever see Ted 2? Where they try to go get they try to get a sample from Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Wait, who's this?
You ever see
Ted 2.
Ted 2?
the movie.
Oh yeah.
They pull the sheets back and it's like, oh, that shit is funny.
That is good,
So you would live with Aaron Rodgers?
dude. That would be awesome.
You just wanted to marry him. Why are you
Yeah.
judging him for living with Aaron Rodgers?
At least I'm taking Gabby and my family. You just totally kick Laura to the
Laura
side.
can
You're
come.
like, peace.
Laura can
You
come,
know
and
who's-
Blakesley.
You know who's better than Aaron Rodgers?
If
If
you
you
say
say Ryan
Fitzmagic, if you say Fitzmagic, I'm gonna freak out.
Absolutely not.
Caleb was
don't
like-
even joke about that.
Caleb was like so hard fast.
Flip the damn table.
Caleb was so hard fast. Like Tua is definitely not starting. Like he's at and like. Like Ryan Fitzpatrick has a great game. They're like, should we put Tua in? And like the fans are like, put Tua in, and he's like, I shouldn't do it. And then it was like a huge media thing. I got 14 things on my phone. It was
Yeah.
like, are they going to name the starter? He did name him as the Week 5 starter, right?
Fitzmagic is the starter.
Until next week.
He's starting until week 8 at
It's
least.
a matter of time.
It's only
Over-
just the clock is ticking down.
Here's a bet over under when Tua starts.
I think we did this already. What week are we in? Week 5? We're about to be
Yeah.
week 5.
I said
Yeah.
week 8. I said over week 8.
I think it's before week 8. I think
Yeah, I think we both
with
went under
with
on
the
eight.
pressure of what it's already started, if he doesn't win this week, I bet you Tua starts next week.
So here's the problem with that is Miami actually lets people come to the stands, and
Yeah,
they're-
Miami lets everybody come in. They're like,
They don't
hey,
care. It's
we don't give
Florida.
a shit about COVID.
That's right. They want
It's
they
Florida.
they want to see Tua. I mean, at the end of the day, if it's like, oh yeah, like Fitzmagic's doing great, but like he's not winning,
All right.
so they're gonna blame it on him.
Let me put it straight real quick. If you're a real Dolphins fan, a true Miami Dolphins fan,
Which
and
there
you
are
want,
none.
and you want to see Tua right now, you need to go jump off a bridge. That's how I feel about it.
I don't think we won our present for Caleb. I didn't hear anything from those guys.
I
Oh,
think
yeah, that's a good point. Our president.
Damn
Should we
it.
tell him? Should we
if
tell
you're
him
a
what it
true
was?
Dolphins fan, you're gonna want to wait.
I don't think
until
it
I'm
came
gonna
to
tell
put
him.
Tua
Yeah,
in.
tell him
didn't
what
get
it.
it.
Yeah, tell him what it is.
We were gonna get you for Christmas. I bid on a signed Tua jersey.
Yeah,
Are you like Alabama jersey or Dolphins jersey?
Alabama.
Alabama.
But it was
Not
still a
as
Tua
excited, but
jersey.
it's still a Tua jersey.
Well, how the hell am I gonna get a Dolphins jersey?
Listen,
We're in Alabama. It was an Alabama jersey.
No,
But it's a sweet
that's-
present.
that's awesome.
So it's a thought that counts. We're not going to get you anything now, but it's a thought that counts.
I was about to
It's a thought that
say,
counts.
not gonna get you.
We put like $275 on that bid.
We put the minimum bid was $250. We put $260.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hey, it's like hey, wait. You
but-
told me it was $275.
But in our defense, there was nobody.
splitting it. What?
Nobody had bid yet. So we like, and the next day it was over. So we were like, we'll bid $260 just in case. But yeah, we lost. I think.
Well, thanks for doing that.
And if you don't hear us talk about it again, it's because we won. And I heard about it after this episode is aired.
Yeah.
So
If you show up a couple weeks from now with it on, all right,
Yeah.
well,
I'm not gonna wear a signed Tua jersey.
yes, you
Yeah,
are.
that's true.
If we get
Yeah.
it, you're
It's
wearing
gonna be
it.
framed above my fireplace.
It
have
actually
a
is already
fireplace?
In my
it-
apartment.
It,
You have
a
actually already
fireplace?
was. It was framed when we.
It was already
yeah,
framed.
It was framed.
It's
So
gonna stay in that frame too.
Yeah,
it
well,
was pretty cool.
let me tell you something right here. That was the best gift ever. Oh, I just want to say really quick because I'm gonna @ Tom Segura on this.
Oh yeah. Let's
Tom
go.
Segura is coming to Huntsville. To what's it called? Stand Up Huntsville.
Alabama.
Stand Up Live Huntsville. He's going to be here the weekend of the 12th of the. He already knows this shit. Did you buy tickets already? I got it 6:30 p.m. on Saturday. Is what I bought my
I
tickets
thought you
for.
got it Friday.
Saturday.
Oh.
I definitely got Saturday. Anyway,
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Tom Segura's coming.
Double check.
I'm about to have a kid, and
It's
I
one
don't
of the
have a
Mabrys
babysitter,
Mabrys not gonna be able to come, but we're all gonna come.
Rachel.
So Tom Segura is gonna be here. Get your tickets if they're still
Sure.
available. I think he's gonna be here like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or
Also,
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that's awesome.
Rachel will babysit Odin.
What about Camille? But I have 2 kids.
Oh, she'll babysit both. Just
She'll babysit the brand new baby.
We might do that then.
All right, so Tom Segura. We got our 2 sponsors in the day, CrossFit Invigorate and Southern Insurance Professionals.
Ooh,
Great.
wait. Yeah, great sponsor.
Great
Glad
sponsors.
to have them. I think a little bit of last trash talk. Should we throw shade at Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer
About what?
that our podcast is better?
Oh, it definitely is. I'll at them too.
Yeah.
We
At
can have
them.
a podcast off.
Ooh.
a podcast.
Whoever gets the most views.
I mean, I don't think that's the right thing to do. He's coming to Huntsville.
2 bears, 1 cave versus reaching for the bars.
Yeah.
Who gets the most views?
No.
They get 1
No.
episode.
No.
We combine all of our episodes of all time. We're still gonna lose, but
Listen,
Here's the challenge.
wrestle.
We go on their podcast.
Okay.
If their views go up because we went on there. Well, hold on. Let me finish.
Hey, do you want 100 more viewers?
If their views go up, then we win. But if they come on our podcast and our views go up, they win.
All right.
Sounds like
The,
we win.
the
either
gauntlet's
way.
been thrown down. Tom Segura and Bert
Yeah.
Kreischer. We'll come on yours, which will obviously benefit us 0.
Yeah, not at all.
It will benefit us not at all.
You
And
definitely
then,
want to bring us on there.
And then if you come on ours, which our rate, we probably won't get any extra viewers because we have so many. I had to turn people away from viewing.
People don't know who they are.
Yeah,
I
who
mean,
are
it's
those
like-
guys? But you talk about reaching for the bars, everybody's like, oh, yeah, I know those guys.
When we told everybody, we're like, Tom Segura's coming to Huntsville.
Like-
They're like, oh, like
Is he on your podcast?
Yeah, they're like,
No, I
that's
was
cool.
like, no, he's not. No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's a comedian. He's pretty good.
Yeah, we're like,
So the
okay.
gauntlet's been thrown down. Andrew, we need to be able to cut that and be able to post it on Instagram. Just the section where we call them out. Can we do that?
yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, we can do
Andrew says we
Andrew's,
can do that.
Andrew's opening our eyes to a whole new world.
Yeah, so let me just,
He's like,
I'm going to throw
"Guys."
this one thing out there before we stop. So we're trying to do all this video stuff, and we have 2 cameras going, so this camera and this camera. And Mabry was like, I think I can figure out how to change the camera angles. And I get a text from Mabry. He's like, I can't figure out how to change the camera. He's like,
wait.
it's too much.
I was like, oh, wait, like, first of all, it's too much time is what I said. I was like, hey, I got to put out 1 camera
It
view.
sounded like it was too much for the brain.
Yeah, well, it's a lot on the brain.
And when I told Andrew about it, he's like, that's like the easiest thing you could possibly do.
Andrew was like, what we need to do is take the computer screen and put it on there and put it in like a screen share. I'm like, hey, what?
He was like, we just need to record the screen of the computer. And I was like, you can't do
I
that.
don't know
That's
what you do.
impossible. You can't do that.
Oh, yeah.
What are you,
Just like we
crack?
need to go back in time.
Yeah.
And that. I was like-
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like, no,
once you-
this is,
once
he's
you
like, you
ro-
know this is a real
Yeah.
thing I'm talking about.
Yeah,
We're
like,
like, no.
roll the DeLorean out, Andrew. We'll go back into we'll go in the future for 30 years and we'll figure it out then. He's like, no, you just press record. It's really super easy. Like, all right.
Yeah.
relax.
What's that like funny show? Is like, oh yeah, and the pyramids were real. There's like, you know, the pyramids actually exist, right?
Yeah, for sure. We could definitely record the computer screen.
Yeah.
And put it in the video. Sure, Andrew. Yeah. I'm sure that'll happen. So anyway, trash talk.
Trash talk.
Trash talk. Caleb.
Trash talk.
Trash talk. Trash talk.
Trash talk.
Trash talk. Okay.
Talking of trash.
So please send us pictures of your puppies that turn into dogs. We're going to make an
Yes.
exception for Andrew. He can send us pictures of his puppy from day 1, and now we're going to post those pictures. Send us a picture when they're a puppy, a picture when they're adult. Tell us what they like to do.
Transformation Tuesday.
Transformation Tuesdays. If you would like us to talk about a topic, something that you're interested in, you can post a comment anywhere.
DM us.
DM us. Slide into our DMs.
Like Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, just like Jalen Ramsey.
Oh yeah. Oh.
If there's a bet you would like us to
Yeah.
talk
Kool-Aid
about,
Man.
if there's a bet you would like us to talk about, I'm really partial to how much money would it take situations. So if you have any how much money would it take situations, they're my favorite. Like we talked last week about how much would it take Mabry to get breast implants, and it was like $79.50. So
Talking down from
we
millions.
like those.
Maybe
Comment.
$450.
We'll talk about those too. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram at Reaching
Facebook.
for the Bars. You follow us at Facebook, Reaching for the Bars. Our Gmail is reachingforthebars@gmail.com. So you can reach us all those ways. You guys have anything else?
My name's Caleb Whitney. His name's Mabry Cook. His name is Dusty LeBar.
And we're talking to you, Tom Segura and Burt Kreischer. We
Boom.
want you.
Let's go.
Oh, and that's Andrew Weiss.
Andrew, wave to the cameras. He's just saying Dusty's
He's just
the best.
waving like this.
He's just saying
He's
Dusty's
just
the
waving
best.
like this.
All right, guys.
Comment
Until next
below.
time. Goodbye.
Peace.
Peace.